Hey everybody, I'm down here in Mexico, down by Oaxaca, and I'll be preaching tonight. And I ask that you pray for me. I preach tomorrow night as well. But I also wanted to give you your daily dose. We're talking about 4 reasons to pray. Yesterday was for divine friendship. Today is for divine intervention. What is it that you need God to intervene on? Is it physical health or relationship or your finances or your walk with Him or deliverance from the enemy or whatever? The way that you release God's intervention is through prayer, divine intervention. I think of an account in the book of Acts where James the apostle was taken by the authorities and beheaded. Then they took Peter and arrested him. And then it says the church prayed. And do you know what happened? An angel came and broke Peter out of jail. I don't think it's a coincidence that James did not get delivered and Peter did. And it doesn't say the church was praying when Peter was James was arrested, but it did say when Peter was arrested. Prayer is what releases divine intervention. One time I was down here a number of years ago and I was praying in my hotel room like I am right now. I just pray all day long for divine intervention for these meetings. And I saw a woman who came down the aisle, and as soon as I put my arms around her, she was completely delivered from whatever it was. And the Lord told me it was a spirit of death or suicide. So that night, when I was preaching, I remembered what I saw in the eye of my mind in my prayer time, and so I took a risk and I said, hey, is anybody here suicidal? And it took a while for somebody to finally come down the aisle, but boy, this gal came down the aisle. I wrapped my arms around her. She fell to the floor. She was demon possessed, cast the devil out of her. She was completely set free. She owned 7 restaurants in that town. She was a businesswoman. She had been to psychologist, psychiatrist, on medication. Nothing was helping her. She thought the only way out was to take her own life. And yet God intervened, but it was because someone prayed. Now, just because I'm a pastor doesn't mean that God did it because I'm a pastor. He does it for anybody who will pray. God will give you dreams, visions. He'll just do divine intervention in all sorts of different ways, but you've got to pray. All right. Why pray? Divine friendship, divine intervention. I'll see you tomorrow.